Hi, how you doing? My name's Darcy. I run a web design and development firm here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada called Pixel Factory. You can check us out online at pixelfactory.ca. Yeah, I'm sure you're here because you're interested in learning how to do a toggle button that toggles between a light and dark mode on your Bootstrap theme. So this is what you're going to learn today. So you can take a look at kind of like what I've done with it so far. This is what it's going to end up looking like. So here I have my Daisy theme. You can check out the Daisy theme. It's free for download at Bootstrap Themes. That's all one word, bootstrapthemes.ca. Anyway, so here's the button, right? And you can see I have a little moon and a little sunshine here. I hover over one. It goes into light mode, and here's light mode. This is what light mode looks like. And then here's dark mode. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing with you today. Check it out. Okay, so yeah, here is our radio button, and what I've done is I've just gone to a button group here on the version 5.3 of Bootstrap, and I've gone to yeah, these radio buttons right here. Here in this example they actually have 3, and I ended up just using 2 of these. Okay, I stripped out some of this HTML of this markup that they have in here, so you can take a look at it in my code. I'll show you. Right, so in my nav I've created a div at the end of all of my nav links, and I've given this div an ID of mode switch container. Actually, I'm just going to get rid of this one. And it still keeps the class of button group because these are going to be radio button groups, and I want to keep some of that styling that is used for buttons in with Bootstrap. So yeah, and anyways, the role is group. The real label is toggle mode. Okay, and yeah, I have like an input, and the first input is a radio button. The type, it has a class of button check, and the name is button radio. Okay, and the ID is dark mode. Okay, and I've left this default as the default mode checked. I'll have the checked attribute there because I want it to be like default in dark mode. The label is a class of button toggle mode. Okay, I've created this class myself, button toggle mode, and you can see we're going to go into some of the styling here with that. And then 4 is for dark mode, and yeah, I have feather icons. So if you want to use a feather icon, you can. I'm just using, check them out. I think it's like feathericons.com, and you can find out about more implementing those into your project. But this is a feather icon. I have a moon, right? It just creates an SVG. And then the same with this one down here. I have the sun, so you can kind of see how that works. Like I have the moon and the sun on one side. And then for like, yeah, for the other input, which is like the light mode, basically it's the same. I have a type is radio, class is button check. The name is button radio. It's really important you keep those the same name as this input. The only difference is this ID light mode. Okay, so it's different. It's got a different ID. This is the input for the ID of light mode, and I don't have a default checked. Okay. And yeah, so there's the essence of my HTML for this little icon right here. Okay. One other thing that you're going to need is on the HTML element. Okay, you're going to have to add this Bootstrap attribute data BS theme. Okay, and I've set mine default to dark. Okay, I want to start with the dark mode. You can put this as light or whatever you want, but I'm starting with dark, and you're gonna have that in there in order to actually switch between light and dark mode. So I'm starting off with dark, and this is actually the element or the attribute that we're going to be manipulating with this JavaScript over here. This is just vanilla JavaScript. So what I've done here is I've created a toggle mode function, okay, and I put a selector for the HTML node, right? So that's basically this thing that I just showed you. HTML node equals document query selector HTML get attribute node data BS theme, and then select the radio button. So a selector for the mode switch container. So that would be this div that surrounds all of our toggle buttons, and then the input. Okay, so that's what I'm selecting with the mode switch. And then I've got this loop. So I'm looping through the mode switch. Both the mode switches, there's really only two, but I'm looping through them. And then I'm attaching this event listener, event listener. And then I have a function that basically does this ternary operator where I'm going to be like saying, okay, so is the mode switch number 1, right, which is the second mode switch, which is the second input right here, right, light mode. Okay, is it checked? Okay. And then if it's checked, then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the HTML node, right, which is this back to this HTML element here, and then you're going to switch the value of it to light. Okay, so right now it's dark, but then if it gets checked, right, then you're going to be switching it to light. Or if it's not, then you're going to be switching it to dark. So it's basically just like a toggling between light and dark. So I'll show you how that kind of works. You can kind of see here, boom, 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 right? Let's take a look at the element here itself. Yeah, so right now I have data BS theme dark. I click on that, and then boom, it goes to light. Okay, it's pretty simple. So yeah, that's how you create a light and dark toggle button. With your Bootstrap version 5 documentation and theme. So yeah, if you're interested in getting the code for that, go ahead and check out the bootstrapthemes.ca website. The theme's called Daisy, and it's for free, so you can go and just download this code if you'd like it to get it for yourself, and that's the place to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna have more Bootstrap kind of tutorials on the way, so if you're interested in learning more, check out this channel, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for dropping by. Thanks.